Hello, beautiful intelligent souls. Welcome to today's reading. This reading is a message from your spirit guides, but for those of you that would like, you can see it from the perspective of your higher self. I have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, pile number 5. I have 5 separate readings because today is a significant day. Today marks a day of change and transition. Not only are we leaving Sagittarius season and entering Capricorn season, today is the winter solstice, shortest day of the year, and marks a big transition because we also have the age of Aquarius today and Saturn and Jupiter's conjunction. So there's a lot of contractions that are happening right now so that we can expand as a community. And right now, a lot of people are dreaming and visioning and actualizing higher conscious living, higher density living, and a higher sense of awareness of themselves and of this world. And 21 is actually the number in tarot. There's a spirit wanted to remind me right now, it just came to me that 21 is the number in tarot of the world. This is of completion. We're really entering a time of transition. We're coming to this circle, and that's beautiful that we have this selenite candle here today representing this circle. We are really rejuvenating. I feel like we're ascending, we're upgrading our DNA as a humanity, and we're entering a time of a shift. Whether we want to see this as a new year, a new cycle, or we want to see all the things in our intergalactic web that are also influencing us, these are all opportunities of symbolism for us to use as tools of growth to cultivate in our life. So I wanted to mention a couple of things. I have some charms I'm going to use today. One of my beautiful friends, Twisted Lilac, her shop, she had these Yule Christmas balls that I still had since last year, and I wanted to honor the winter solstice and her by keeping it here today. And I also have this that I got on New Year's last year, and it says, I got this at a temple in Hacienda Heights, and it says, to succeed in life, cultivate spirituality instead of complain. To succeed in business, cultivate harmony instead of passion. And I just wanted to share that with you because it's something I've been trying to live by. I've been trying to cultivate harmony so that things around me can be more in rhythm. And I feel like the more people that are ascending to their DNA, that are trying to upgrade their DNA and trying to be a better person overall, are starting to become more in harmony and rhythm on this level with each other. So really welcome these new beginnings, these new opportunities, and these shifts, these positive shifts that are happening in your life. Choose peace, choose happiness, choose joy, choose positivity. You are allowed to cultivate spirituality instead of complain. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, pile number 1. You guys got the overall energy of mirror. You guys are someone who are highly sensitive, and people tend to get triggered by your energy naturally. You are a mirror for others, and sometimes their energy starts to project on you, and the energy spirit is reminding you who or what is triggering you. They're letting you know their problems, their issues are a reflection of themselves. You are a magical, limitless creator of your life. You are the master to your universe. Spirit wants me to remind you to control your emotions and not to let your surroundings influence how you're feeling about yourself, because I see someone who's very skilled, whether it's athletically or you're just talented with your hands writing. You are someone who is a deep feeler. You could even be a water sign or have water signs influencing your life. And what this is letting me know is you're able to really read people and understand people because of how empathetic you are. And you're being encouraged to use this empathy as a power. It may feel like this weakness, but it's actually one of your greatest powers. So accept it with grace. So we have 2 cards overall representing your light and dark. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, letting you know that your light side is you're a very generous person. You're very giving to others. You give a lot of your time and energy to others. Your shadow side is you are someone who needs to focus more on your home and internal life, whether this is your actual home, whether this is your finances, whether this is your feeling grounded and taking care of the little things and the necessities and the more material side of your life. Because I see that you're a very generous spirit. Very generous with your time, very generous with your energy, because you may be a healer with these white flowers. I'm seeing that you just have a very pure and innocent spirit, and people may have taken advantage of you in the past because they saw you as weak. They saw you as an underdog and they underestimated your power. You were someone who was actually going to be very successful financially and have a lot of new business and career opportunities. And the Four of Wands actually represents celebration and marriage and engagement, and just, so it could be overall birthday or just something happening in your life that's going to be worth celebrating and recognizing. But first you must take care of things at home, is what I'm hearing, and get more grounded. So we have some more tarot cards for some overall energy and advice from your spirit guides. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, I'm saying that you are someone who is you could have had an inheritance, or you could have worked very hard for what you have, but you're someone who may be just very well off or responsible with your money. With this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles, it's letting me know that there are a lot of opportunities that are happening for you because of this ascension that you've done. Not only were you beautiful on the outside, like on resume, right? You're actually a beautiful character on the inside. And with this Three of Pentacles in reverse, it's letting me know to stop and rest, and to take time to write down and reflect right now. Right time is a great time, especially with this, is a great time of reflection. So take time to nurture your inner child, especially with the Ace of Wands being a lollipop in this picture. It's letting me know to nurture yourself and to take care of your body and feed it. And you may be irritable if you're not eating the proper foods or certain things. And it's really important for you to recognize maybe as a child you were very well nourished, malnourished, one or the other. And it's really important for you to balance your nourishment. And it's important for you to treat yourself like you are a child, because if you were babysitting, or if you do have children, if you're taking care of a child, you feed them breakfast, you feed them lunch, you feed them dinner, you give them snacks, you bathe them, you take care of them, right? So this Ace of Wands energy, Spirit's letting me know to take care of your body. I'm also feeling earth and fire signs. So in particular for this Ace of Wands, I'm feeling Aries, and for this particular Ace of Pentacles, the earth sign I'm feeling is Taurus. So we're going to move to this Queen of Pentacles, though. This could be a very Virgo-like earth sign, very responsible, very giving of service of their time, and it's beautiful to be paired with the Ace of Pentacles. With this Queen of Pentacles, it's letting me know in your future you're going to be responsible for more financially, more around your family, and more around your home. So it's important for you to do things with a gregarious nature, to do things from a place of fun and enlightenment, and allow yourself to use whatever you've learned and downloaded during this time, to not take the world so seriously, to allow yourself to be responsible, but also continue to practice being lighthearted. So this is a constellation card that is just an overall energy influencing your life right now. I thought it'd be fun to use. We have Capricornius, another earth sign I didn't mention, which is also very similar to the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorns are very good at business. They're very determined and methodical. So let's read what it has to say. It says, when the Titanic typhoon was on rampage, the god Pan, in goat form, divided into river to escape, intending to transform himself into a fish. In his panic, he changed, only his nether half surfacing. He blew his pipes on a note, excruciating pitch that drove away the demon, saving injured Zeus, who gracefully placed the fish-tailed goat-fronted Pan among the stars. So Zeus apparently put this Capricorn goat, or this goat fish animal, which is known as Capricorn, due to there's a lot of Greek mythology in the stars. So that's what their story is. It says the two components Alpha Capricorni can be observed with naked eye. Their apparent proximity is created by our sight line from Earth. The two multiple stars are actually about 700 light years apart. Capricorn are two meteor showers observed. This constellation maximizes July 25th and the other on August 1st. What's really standing out to me is that when you cast out what is haunting your home, which is your internal home, when you start actually diving into that river of your emotions and stop trying to escape, you transform yourself. And your higher self, your spirit guides, they will be able to give to you what they've been wanting to grace to you, which is recognition, which is what Zeus gave Pan, is recognition. And that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing 7 days, 7 months, 7 years. It's up to you how soon. Just continue to work on yourself and continue to cast out this shadow, whatever rampage, whatever anger. Continue to transform yourself and understand that duality of life exists. You don't have to escape your shadow. You could find grace and be grateful for who it's helped you become. So this is your superpower right here. We have boldness. Freya coming through. She's a warrior goddess. And she's actually loves jewelry, treasures. And there was 7 dwarves. 7 is coming through, very, very much so for you. There were 7 dwarves that had a jewel that she really wanted. I believe it was a ruby. And they said she could have it if they would be able to basically give her a kiss or something like that. And so she gave them a kiss and she got her ruby. She got her way. So she's just very bold, vivacious, tenacious, and a little sensual. So especially with this Ace of Wands, I'm being told that you are someone who has a naturally strong sacral chakra. Could have gone through a Kundalini awakening. It's telling you to be careful and be bold with who you're sharing that with. With this 4 of Wands, you deserve stability and you deserve to feel safe with this person. So if you don't feel safe, be careful who you're sharing your energy with, is what your spirit guide wanted to remind you. Continue to be bold and be confident and be yourself. This is your superpower. And this is some overall direction your spirit guides want to let you know is listening. The elephant, 53, beautiful. This does symbolize Lakshmi, letting me know there's a lot of abundance with this Ace of Pentacles coming through. There's a lot of abundance that wants to come through. With this 5 and 3, it adds to 8, letting me know that there's some lessons that you need to learn. By listening and allowing the silence to be golden, you will be able to come through stronger. There's going to be messages through music. There's a lot of symbols of music notes right here. So continue to tune in and to practice silence so that when the music does play, you're going to be more in tune with it, because it's not going to just be noise. It's not just going to be a filter and escape of background thing. So make sure that you're recognizing that you are listening and you are not internalizing whatever certain people are going to be coming to you for, because you have this elephant energy, which is you are someone people confide to. So continue to be that responsible with this Capricorn and this Queen of Pentacles energy. Continue to be that responsible person and be responsible for your emotions and listen to your surroundings. You're going to be receiving a lot of messages from your spirit guides. So I'm going to pick just randomly. I'm going to grab one. We got this. What did we get? We got the Bandit coming through. So this is your shadow coming through right here, letting you know, stop being angry, let go, release, so that these new opportunities can come forward. Whatever is making you feel unstable, it's time to let that go. It's time to listen to your inner guide and allow yourself to listen to what is triggering you, and to listen to your emotions with compassion. You know, they're there for a reason. They exist. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. We have you seen him? Yeah, so there could have been just some sort of abandonment that happened in your past life when you were a child, or just in your workplace, things may not have gone the way you expected. And it's really important for you to recognize there are better opportunities that are waiting for you. And it's important for you to, we have the Pickle Rick. Yeah. He has like a Santa hat. So letting you know, don't worry, by Christmas time, after the season's done, you're going to have a lot to celebrate with this 4 of Wands. And with this Pickle Rick coming through, it's letting me know, have some fun, watch some shows that are lighthearted, that make you think but also make you laugh. You can have both. You are allowed to have both. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, pile number 1. Please like, comment, or subscribe if any of that resonates. You can always book me for a personal reading. Thank you again for tuning in. Take care. Hello, pile number 2. You guys got Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So your spirit guides want to remind you, you're a student, but you are also a teacher. There are skills, there are words, there are things that you have around your identity, which is yourself. You are someone who recognize you're separate from your conscious, but Spirit's reminding you that in this material world, you have a lot of wisdom to bring. And it's important to harness that energy of the divine feminine is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you have a lot of sisters that are goddesses, that are, whether they're real goddesses, like in your real life, they're your physical sisters, friends, or just metaphysical. But there is welcoming energy of the divine feminine. I feel like there's some divine feminine healing, whether this is from your mother, ancestral trauma that wants to be healed. And your spirit guides, your ancestors and angels, your higher self are coming through letting you know they support you because you're someone who has good intentions. And it's important for you to see the beauty in your devotion, and the tenacity in your faith is a power. And you are more supported than you recognize, is what I'm hearing. So let's see what tarot cards we have. This is going to be your light, and this is going to be your shadow. So we have two kings coming through, very masculine energy. No wonder the divine feminine's coming through saying, hey, chill, I'm here, hello. You're very focused on your masculine energy. We have the King of Wands and the King of Cups. So these are the more emotional of the kings. They're actually very spiritual, very emotional, very down to earth, very nurturing. They're very similar. One expresses themselves more artistically, more metaphysically, more spiritually. The other expresses themselves more through touch, more through physical words of affirmation, just spending time together, okay? So there's two different ways of expressing love, and those are the ways they express it. And this is with yourself. Your light shadow is you are someone who is very creative. You are someone who brings a lot of ideas to the table, and you are someone who people tend to look up to or come to, or naturally, if you're in a group project, you tend to get the load of the work, is what I'm hearing. And over here, your shadow aspect is you're very giving with your emotions. You are someone who, you are very intuitive, naturally intuitive with this mystic and teacher. So you already know when you want something, when you know you like someone, you don't like someone, you already know. So your emotions tend to move faster than the current with these waves. I'm saying your emotions tend to literally be faster than the current. Like you're someone who, whether it's like you are a trendsetter because you tend to just naturally go with the wave and you're just being yourself without even trying to pick up on certain things. People tend to ask you, where did you get that shirt, your shoes, your hat? And it's really just your energy that people like because you're this King of Cups. You are someone who is authoritative, and you are someone who can like take a joke, but you're someone who's also very cunning and emotional and sensitive. And although that is a power, it's also a shadow side of you that is a part of you that you're learning how to master. And this self-mastery of your divine masculine is important because your divine feminine wants to come through. This yin and yang aspect, your spirit guides, your ancestors want to remind you exist, and you don't have to stay so focused on your divine masculine all the time. Remember to nurture your divine feminine. So we have three other tarot cards that want to come through. We have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So I'm feeling a lot of Aries energy with this Wands, and with the Cups energy, I'm feeling a lot of Cancer energy. With the Swords, it could even be air energy with Libra and Aquarius coming through. But with this Queen of Wands coming through, I'm feeling like there was a feminine influence in your life that was a little domineering and controlling. Maybe wanted things done a certain way, very diplomatic, and you felt like you had to always put on a strong face. And Spirit is reminding you, your angels are reminding you to take things on with an adventurous spirit, to do things from a childlike nature of excitement. You are allowed to get a little dirty in the mud, and you are allowed to, most of all, make mistakes as long as you use them as tools of growth. You know, there's no time wasted unless it's a time comparing yourself to something else, someone else, or the past. So it's important to use your past as a tool of examination. and not to burden yourself with over analyzing why things have played out the way they have. You are very, very a big manifester with this king energy. You are able to create the reality around who you want. But you have to also recognize it's important to act out of compassion and act out of a place of intuition. You don't have to always be coming from logic. Your instinct is real. With this Four of Swords, you're a warrior. You're someone who is constantly shielding yourself from the world, because the world will take from you if you are leaving all of your gold out with open arms. No doubt about it. And it's important for you not to let that stop you from shining your self-expression. That's what the divine feminine is. It's self-expression, it's self-love, and it's healing. And entering this Four of Swords time, it's a time of hibernation, and it's a time of self-examination is what I'm hearing. We have a constellation coming through, Canis Major. Oh, how beautiful. It's a dog. So what I want to say about Canis Major before I read it is dogs are very loyal and they're very intelligent. There's another thing I realized about dogs recently. I mean, they're intelligent. So this position is in Sirius. It says there's 56 stars. This is a great hunter dog. Yes, I was thinking hunter. Okay. Orion had two dogs, the greater dog and the lesser dog. The greater dog at the feet of the constellation Orion, Australian Aborigines once saw the single star Sirius, which is the brightest star in the sky, as an eagle. Sirius's heliacal rising was New Year's Day for the Egyptians and signaled impending flooding of the Nile and annually renewed the fertility of their fields. We see Sirius about twice as big as the sun, as the brightest star in the sky, partly because it is the sixth closest star, 8.56 light years away. Its binary star with fascinating companion named Sirius B, an old white dwarf burned out star that has the name of the sun, but it's smaller than Earth. A cubic inch Sirius weighs 15 tons. That's really interesting. It keeps talking about Sirius, so that's something I like when it's Canis Major, but it's because it's in that area. I guess the brightest star is positioned in it. So what this is reminding me is to look at things from an eagle eye perspective. After New Year's, there's going to be things that feel like an impetuous flood around your community. Don't worry, this is not your life. You know, when people hear negativity, they think like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? No, it's just there's certain things that are annually happening in our environment that are out of our control, and Spirit's asking you to release control of the environment and allow whatever's happening to renew and fertilize your fields, is what I'm hearing. And you may be connected to the star Sirius is what I'm also hearing. So this message is from your higher self, your spirit guides. They want to let you know what your power is. Saradila, self-care. Wow, I love this because I was talking about Divine Feminine is all about self-care, and Saradilidad is all about self-care. And she actually goes to the underworld during winter, and then during spring she comes back renewed. It was a part of a deal she made because of basically a competition that two men had over her. How funny, because there's two kings right here, and then here's the Queen of Wands, which is basically her, had over her, and one of them was king of the underworld, and he gets to have her for half of the year, and the other one gets to have her for the rest of the spring, and she compromises for her family. And anyways, it's really important for you to put yourself first. As much as you love your family, allow your intuition to guide you on what is right or wrong, and use your moral compass to make higher conscious decisions, and make sure you're practicing enough time in care for yourself and to stop and smell the roses. I feel like you may be constantly on the go. It's important for you to use whatever time, whatever happens, is time for self-examination. It's time for self-care. All right, so this is what direction are you going? What do you need to hear at this time? We have details. 43. It's really important for you to pay attention to the details around you. What's coming out to me, is clarity. It's literally backwards on a magnifying glass, and that's the first thing that stuck out to me. Clarity. clarity. You're going to be receiving a lot of clarity once you unlock your mind and you start coming out of a place of love. You can't control your mind either, but the only thing you can control is your heart. You can always come from a place of love, and that's when things start to unfold. And all these details that you are focusing on, release them. Things are going to naturally come together. Continue to focus and set intentions on what you want around you, and this will bring you more clarity. I'm seeing just like fairy dust energy, like you're going to be receiving a lot of creative magic. And I'm also seeing this little mouse with the magic hat on the clarity. So like wizard energy, priestess, mystic energy, letting you know to be creative and have a lot of ingenuity in what you're doing, and allow yourself to have that youthful spirit and practical spirit, and make sure that you are acting accordingly to the details around you is what I'm hearing. Sometimes you have a lot of anxiety, and the answers are literally in the details around you. So we're going to pick one charm, see what charm we have for you, pile number 2. We have the charm of the magic bunny. I love it. We're going to just leave it at that, magic bunny charm. So what I am feeling is you're someone who's very magical. You may practice rituals, maybe just into the mystical side of life. And Spirit's recognizing that your devotion is recognized, and miracles will start unfolding around you when you continue to stay grounded and not hop from place to place, person to person, thing to thing, detail to detail. When you start focusing on that self-care and nurturing that inner guide, that inner wisdom, that divine feminine that may have emotions that are coming to the surface now, allow that to be momentum for your whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Because with this bunny card, I am feeling like you're trying to manifest. Your emotions are the greatest tool for manifestation because they are energy and emotion. So continue to practice that self-care and use that to align yourself to your goals, dreams, and desires. You are deserving of that recognition, and it's okay to take time to rest. You are staying loyal and committed to yourself. And it's important to recognize the balance you have with your emotions and spirituality are going to bring you great gifts. Thank you so much for tuning in, pile number 2. Please like, comment, or subscribe if any of that resonated, and take care. Hello, pile number 3. You guys got the inner temple, which is beautiful because you guys are pile number 3, which represents the Empress. December 21st actually adds into 3, which is all about your mind, body, and soul, connecting them together and really using that as a tool in this lifetime, as a tool of direction is what I'm seeing with that staircase ladder. So I do see you seeing life in terms of levels of ascension, and I do see you you've gotten out of the basement, you're moving into the 3rd floor is what I'm hearing. And it's important for you to allow yourself to devote this lifetime, is what I'm hearing from your spirit guides, to yourself. There's a lot of compassion you have in your heart, and it's actually a portal for magic. So recognizing there may be portals outside of you, but it's important for you to focus on the portal within yourself and the magic of love within your heart. You are a reflection of love is what I'm seeing with this reflection of the same person, and her heart is lit up. It's important for you to do what lights up your soul, and you're going to receive a lot of prosperity when you're coming from that place. So continue to nurture your inner temple and continue to see yourself as a temple. I saw a quote today, it was about the pyramids, and it said, be so well put together or so creative or so well built that people think aliens did it. Like, be so magnanimous in your character, magnanimous, one of the words, and allow yourself to shine, allow yourself to let your iridescence come through, because you are a portal for love and a portal for nurturing relationships. You may even be a love matchmaker, or in general just inspire people around you. So let's see what tarot cards we have in terms of your light and dark side. Oh, beautiful. We have the Ace of Cups and the Fool. So you are someone who is a very big lover. Yes, you do have a very big heart. You are a very big portal because you are someone who sees life from an abundant mindset. You are someone who has that dove right there, that Holy Spirit, that Trinity energy. And you are naturally connected to the divine. I'm seeing your crown chakra is very open. And people are naturally at peace when they're around you. And it may startle some people. You may actually catch people off guard. People may not be used to someone as genuine as you are, because when someone is coming out of a place of kindness, sometimes people mistake it and they take it as someone who has hidden intentions. And it's important for you to recognize your inner temple and recognize who you let inside and out of it. And if someone is misinterpreting or judging you, that's a reflection of themselves. So continue to do things from that pure love and that pure intention that you do. Because with this Fool energy, I'm seeing your shadow side, your higher self, your spirit guides want you to know is that you can be a little impulsive. You can be a little rebellious is what I'm hearing. Rebellious towards your path. Whether it's distracting yourself with the media, distracting yourself with food, indulgence, whatever it is that you have put in the way of your reward. Okay, with this Ace of Cups, I'm seeing there's a big love, a big, there are soulmates, there are soul families, there are certain things that want to connect in your life. But your spirit guides are asking you, in order for things to ascend to the next level, you have to really put more focus on your priorities. Because with the Fool, I'm seeing just someone who is adventurous and silly and outgoing, and all of that is important. But when it's on the side of your shadow, it's letting you know it's time to take things a little bit more seriously, especially yourself. It could be a defense mechanism when you are or escaping things by being silly or making light of them or joking about them. It's important for you to not let your intimidation for life let you escape, is what I'm hearing. And whatever it is you wants you. This Ace of Cups is what I'm hearing. There is a lot of new opportunities or expansion that wants to happen in your love life, in your home, and in your overall internal temple. So let's go ahead and see what other tarot cards we have in regards to you. Pile number 3. We already have another ace coming through. There's a lot of new beginnings happening during this time. We have the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. So what I am seeing is Taurus season is coming through with the 2 of Pentacles, letting you know that you are going to, Spirit's reminding you right now to take things more seriously, because by Taurus season, you're going to have some decisions to be balanced, some things to be balanced, and they could be opportunities. So make sure that whatever debt you have, you're taking care of, so that you can be able to take advantage of the opportunities that want to come your way with this Ace of Cups. It's not just romance. The Ace of Swords is letting you know that there are truths that are going to be coming through. There are going to be things that need to be said. There's going to be a lot of intellectual expansion, and it's because you're going to be discovering new things. Now you may be receiving, like I said, new opportunities. These could be people making offers to you, opportunities financially is what I'm hearing. So make sure that you're practicing your skill and not getting too lost in distraction, so that you can be well equipped when you get that offer, is what I'm hearing, especially with this 7 of Pentacles, to let you know that whatever you're working on, it is that pyramid right here. Again, that pyramid coming through with the sun, which is all about yes. So it's letting you know, as long as you continue to work on your pyramid, which I'm also seeing Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like you work on what you need first so that you can build and get to that mastery point. And it's important for you to continue to see yourself as that pyramid, that inner temple, and it's going to help you when you are going to receive these opportunities, is what I'm seeing with this Two of Pentacles. It's, you just need to make sure you're balancing all aspects of your life, because there's going to be truths that are going to come to you. You're going to be practicing radical authenticity. With this Fool card, I'm feeling Aquarius energy. With this Cup energy, I'm feeling Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy. So just know that these are all very expressive individuals, and sometimes taking risks, calculated risks, is important. But right now, Spirit's letting you know it's time to stay focused in practicing in what you have, in what you're doing, in what you've started. Make sure you're finishing what you've started, is what I'm hearing. So we have a constellation card coming through in relation to you. We have Lupus Wolf. So this is a constellation of the stars. It is near Alpha Lupi, and I'm already feeling with the wolf before I read anything about this constellation right here. This is what it looks like. Is I'm feeling like you're someone who has been a lone wolf in the past, but you're also a very good at working with others, because you are someone who is just very silly. People like what you have to say, even if it's a stoic way of doing things, or if it's a more serious joke, like if you're kind of morbid or whatever it is, however you see life, people just enjoy having you around. And this wolf aspect about you is actually going to help you reach your needs faster, because you're able to move at a faster pace when it comes to your needs. All right, so we're going to see what it says about it. It says, the Greek and Romans saw this constellation, which used to be called Therion, as some unspecified wild animal. It was certainly identified as a wolf by 1690, when stellar map in Herbalist Atlas showed a wolf being spared by adjacent centaur. The constellation was also identified with King Liason of Arcadia, who infuriated Zeus by practicing human sacrifice. Yeah, Zeus is very... he was rational, so he was like, no human sacrifice. All right, and then it says, in 1006, one of the galaxy's brightest supernova explosions was observed in the region of Lupus. It was recorded as being 3 times as bright as Venus, and a quarter brightness of the moon. From these descriptions and other clues, the visual magnitude of the supernova estimated to have been around -8 to -10 degrees. Anyways, it says Kappa Lupi is one that can be resolved into 2 components with a small telescope. So what I'm getting from this is the centaur reminded me of Sagittarius, and the wolf that you may feel inside of you. You may feel some sort of insufficiency because you feel like you have monster tendencies, or you have shadows that people don't like. But like I was saying earlier, like I was already feeling with this card, people like having your sense of humor around. They enjoy, they accept you. You don't have to change for anyone. Make sure you're speaking your truth. You don't have to filter yourself unless you are being, it's like something about respect towards someone in the room. Like it's very important to develop social awareness, but it's also important to just be yourself, not to sacrifice yourself for others, is what I'm hearing, pile number 3. And this is your superpower right here, desire. I love it because earlier I was talking about and it's inanna. And what I was talking about earlier about your necessities, I was like, you're really good at getting what you need. I wanted to say you're really good at getting your desires, and you got the card of desire, so now I can definitely talk about it. You're someone who goes after what you want, and you get what you want. You will not stop till you have what you want. And you're a go-getter. You like to achieve. You're very ambitious. You are very clean-cut is what I'm seeing. You take care of yourself. And you know, you've recognized that you are a part of the spiritual world, but a part of this lifetime is adapting to the material world, and you are figuring out your desires and how to balance them, is what I'm hearing. Your higher self is letting you know that it's important for you to see that you do have dualistic aspects about you, and it's okay to allow yourself to have desires, but it's important for you to, with the 7 of Pentacles and this 2 of Pentacles, is to balance them. We have, this is the overall energy. Spirit wanted to let you know in what direction to go. And we have Spark. what I was talking about since the beginning is follow your heart. Do what makes your heart spark. What makes your heart light up is what I was saying. We got the card of spark, and she's playing a violin 34, which adds into the number 7 numerology. Number maybe 7 might be important to you. But spark, okay, so someone who is coming from a place of passion and harmony. They're cultivating their desire as something of purpose, and it's important for you to recognize when you are coming from a place of pure intention and purpose, you are coming from an element of spark, of charisma. Is the light of God. You are the light of God when you come from a place of charisma and spark. So make sure that you are sharing your spark with the world, whatever it is that you like to do. You are very talented. Your spirit guides, your higher self wanted to remind you that. So let's move on to some charms, or I want to pull one pin. Let's see what pin we have for you, pile number 3. We have Frida Kahlo, the artist. Yes, and she did have a little bit of a realistic view when it came to a lot of things. She wasn't a softie, I can say. If you listen to any of her writings, some things can be a little sad. But she was honest. And with this Ace of Swords, you have that power of radical honesty. And a lot of people respect you for being honest. You don't have to put on a mask for anyone. People respect your honesty. You bring a lot of uniqueness to the table with that Frida Kahlo coming through. And this was in my finger. Okay, we got Jack the Skellington and Oogie Boogie with that orange, more orange Oogie Boogie. Usually it's brown or green. So what I'm feeling is your sacral chakra needs to be nurtured right now. I'm feeling like your inner child just needs a hug. So during this Christmas time or during the holidays may be difficult for you. So make sure that you are allowing yourself to watch some Disney movies or whatever brings you back to your childhood, and just kind of being a little bit nostalgic and not expecting yourself to hold any ritual or habits for the holidays. You're allowed to take them with grace and at ease and one day at a time. There is power in that when you take advantage of each day and recognizing it is one day at a time with that full energy and the one with the Ace of Cups. Okay, so we're going to move on to one more pin before I close for you. We have, this mystical jar. So letting you know there is epiphanies that want to come through. There is magic that wants to be opened. And I'm also seeing your dreams. You're going to be getting a lot of messages in your dreams. So call upon your archangels, call upon your spirit guides. They really want to help you, give you divine messages. So especially just be open to your dreams. I'm seeing like nighttime is going to be very special for you and your connection to your inner temple. So make sure you're taking enough time to rest and remembering your authenticity and your honesty is valued. Thank you so much for tuning in, pile number 3. Please like, comment, or subscribe if any of that resonated. You could always book me for a personal reading if you want more details. Take care. Hello. Okay, I see what Spirit's trying to do. Hello, pile number 4. All right, the initiation. I'm kind of giggling right now because I wanted to say hello, beautiful intentional souls, and I don't know why I wanted to say that. And I'm reading the card, and it's the initiation card. So I feel like you've been making a lot of intentions, pile number 4, and these intentions are actually initiating you into, I want to say, this new paradigm, which is this vortex, which is this more joyful and elevated living. I feel like you are someone who is very connected to the underworld, and you're being very encouraged to connect with the mystical world, tangible world, numinous world. And it's important for you to be open to this rite of passage. You're crossing the threshold, pile number 4. With this little pattern over here, I feel like you're really working out some small details. What do we have over here? It's like a peacock looking snake. So what I'm just feeling over here is there were situations in your life your higher self and your spirit guides want you to know that you had to let go of, that you had to walk away from. There was someone in your life that would not let you go, and you had to let them go. And it's important for you to now break any cords or attachments that you may have had to memories or whatever, and just let go. So you can cross this threshold, you need to accept letting go. And that could be of control. That doesn't even have to be of a person or of expectations. Make sure that you are visualizing and planning your reality right now. But you are also recognizing the trine, what I'm seeing with this triangle of energy around you, as needing to be cleared and cleansed with this initiation, stepping into this new place. You are going to need new tools, is what I'm hearing. And what worked for you in the past may not work for you in the future. So it's important for you to learn to adapt by polishing your tools and by practicing some grace with yourself and forgiving yourself for whatever it was in the past you had to endure. I'm hearing a lot of forgiveness is happening for you right now during this time of transition, and it's initiating you to a path with more light and with more opportunity and blessings and miracles, pile number 4, but you have to accept them. So let's see what tarot cards we have for your light and dark. We have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So what I'm feeling for your energy of your light is you're someone who is tenacious and loyal. You are someone who's like a ride or die person, and in the past that has gotten you into situations that the person did not reflect that same energy. They were just putting on a show, and you're someone who was very with this mask over the Eight of Swords. That's your drawback, is you were very blind. You had blind love, blind faith towards this person, towards this thing, and it caught you off guard when things didn't go that way. But that's because you deserve something completely better. So let's see what other tarot cards we have for you, pile number 4. We have the Seven of Cups, the Empress in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You really did see a future with this person, and or a place or thing. And these expectations led you to doubt yourself with this Empress in reverse. The Seven of Cups is showing that you had more options than you realized, and you made certain decisions that led you to this person and this thing. And I feel like for some of you, it may have been a child, okay, with the Empress energy. Some of you may have had a child with this person, or wanted children with this person, or were promised children from this person, and they couldn't give you that loving relationship or companionship that you deserve with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's all about that happy family, and I feel like this person was not able to provide that Ten of Pentacles for you. But what I am hearing is, I'm hearing you are deserving of this Ten of Pentacles. It just wasn't with this person. So you have to have this warrior spirit for yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to fight for yourself. You have to always choose yourself. Like I was talking about earlier with this initiation card, cutting cords with whoever it is that hurt you in the past. It's important for you to release, because you are only bounding yourself when you are holding on to someone that is no longer in your reality. You are staying stuck in the past, and you can't move into the rite of passage, into that initiation. So let's see what other cards we have for you, pile number 4. This is a constellation card, and this is some overall star energy from your spirit guides. We have Cepheus. He is king of Ethiopia. Wow, a king energy coming through. Okay, it says Cepheus was king of Ethiopia. Fallout from his wife's vanity forced him to offer his daughter Andromeda as a sacrifice to save his people from sea monster Cetus. On the point of being devoted, Andromeda was saved by the hero Perseus, mounted on the winged horse Pegasus. So I am feeling like for some of you, may even be a male, and you had a feminine energy that you were very attached to, and maybe she was very controlling in your life. Maybe she was very vain, and this was a more physical relationship either way, is what I'm hearing. And you guys were very physically attracted to each other, and it's important for both of you to I'm seeing the winged horse Pegasus, to see yourselves as heroes for yourselves by getting away from each other. I feel like you guys saved each other from this very toxic relationship, what I'm feeling with this Cepheus card. And it also says, named after a yellow supergiant star, Delta Cephei, Cepheids compose a class of stars called pulsating variables. By 1912, Henrietta Leavitt had discovered a relationship between the length of Cepheids cycle and its brightness. The relationship became a tool for calculating the distances to neighboring galaxies. Yes, so you can use this as a tool to measure your relationships. What do you want to accept in your relationships? What do you not want to accept in your relationships? And also, what do you want to bring to your relationships, and what do you not want to bring to your relationships? How can you heal? How can you use this as a tool for your next relationship? This was preparing you for this Ten of Pentacles so that you don't practice any habits or project any defense mechanisms from your past relationships. It was important for you to go through this initiation of awareness. So this is a superpower right here. Durga, boundaries. You were able to learn how to put boundaries for yourself. She has 8 arms, and these 8 arms have different tools on them. These different tools are things that are able to defend herself from dark forces, enemies, and she does this from a place of love. She has 10 hands. My apologies, 10 hands. And she does this with the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 and 10 is coming through. She's coming through. She's protecting your spirit guides, your angels are protecting your family from whatever it was that was happening. But I'm also hearing that there was 10 arms with different tools on them. She was coming from a place of love to protect her kingdom, protect her community. So you have to recognize you have to protect yourself and your kingdom by setting boundaries and putting these tools around you and figuring out what are the 8 virtues you want in yourself and in others. And you can use this as a different practice with different things. What 8 values do you have for your life? What 8 things do you want for your future in the next 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 days? There are all kinds of things that you can do to really make sure you are following this road to passage. And it's important for you to set boundaries with others so that you can focus clearly on what it is you want and not sacrifice things that you shouldn't. It's important for you to really practice using your conscious as a tool, is what I'm hearing. So we have this card. Is what is your spirit guides want to let you know for your overall direction? Unexpected visitors, 41, 5, change. So yeah, some of you may have had an unexpected child or had this relationship happen very unexpectedly. With this card of 41, it represents 5, which is all about change. But there was something that in this relationship, what I'm hearing in this friendship, in this situation, there was, I'm looking at like a girl who looks like Pandora's box. Like she opened Pandora's box, and there was a situation, which is like Pandora's box is basically all of humanity's deficits, I guess, is what I'm wanting to say. But all the goodness in the world was happening, and Pandora's box had all the bad. And Pandora opened the box, and that's her curiosity opened it. So your curiosity led you to this person, is what I'm hearing. You thought, you had good intentions, but it just didn't work out the way you had planned or you wanted. And it's important for you to recognize, though, that this situation literally helped you open. She's opening this door to this initiation, which is what I'm seeing, which is helping you cross this threshold to paradise, where there's miracles waiting for you. You are very protected. The number 8 is calling out to me with the number 8 here. I'm also, before the reading, I wanted to mention I was feeling 4-4 with this pile. So you're very connected to your angels and your spirit guides, and they may have given you this message today that was a little intense because they wanted to protect you, and they want to make sure that you're setting boundaries so that you can go into this initiation with strong alignment with yourself and a connection with your higher self by listening when to say yes or no. It's important. And it's important for you to value yourself and your time by creating healthy boundaries. So let's see, what can we have for you, pile number 4? We have pumpkin. Ooh, yes. Okay, so right now things may feel like they are not falling into place, but that's because things are all coming together by autumn time. Right now there is a lot of contractions happening in the world so that expansions can happen. So right now use this time to protect your boundaries so that in the fall, when these, I'm hearing, big financial opportunities happen, you will be prepared. Unlike other people who are scared, living in a fear base, you can stay living in that prosperity state. And we have the Black Sabbath coming through. So yeah, letting you know you may have this darker altruistic side, but that gives you character. It's a part of you. You don't have to let your shadow go. It exists. It's here. Just be aware of it. Be aware of your habits. Be aware of your traits. Be aware of what it is that is dualistic, a part of you, because you have this warrior nature spirit, this tenacious, adventurous, intelligent, fast learning spirit. But you also can get lost in your thoughts, and it's important to recognize, to observe your thoughts. We have Homer coming through. Yeah, not to hide. He's like hiding in the bush, if you know that gif, that gif. So he may be a little bit older because I forget how to say that gif is pronounced gif too. So anyways, you may wear glasses is what I'm hearing. Anyways, you just have something with this like these jean jackets or whatever, this white shirt, something about your personality that you kind of just stick to. You're a very routine person is what I'm hearing when it comes to your aesthetics. And Spirit's letting you know you probably do that as a mechanism to blend in, is what I'm seeing. Homer's blending in over here. And it's important for you to recognize whatever relationships in the past wanted to shelter you, even if it was a family member. It's important for you to recognize you don't need to be sheltered. It's important for you to practice self-expression. And we have the cat with the banana letting you know to this is a random pin, letting you know to just nurture your inner child, to eat healthy, to make sure that you are getting enough potassium, and to just making jokes more. But yeah, self-expression. I'm just seeing with the cat, the little cat, just being boundless, jumping on counters and grabbing fruit when they're not supposed to. So it's important for you to, yes, establish healthy boundaries with other people and with yourself. Maybe extend your boundaries a little bit. Maybe step out of your comfort zone a little bit is what I'm hearing, pile number 4. You will be receiving unexpected blessings when you step into that door, when you open that door, when you step through that threshold of initiation. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, pile number 4. Please like, comment, or subscribe if any of that resonated with you, and take care. Hello, pile number 5. You guys got the overall card of yes, just say yes. And what's interesting is in the last pile I was talking about they were learning how to say yes and no. And you are actually a pile number 5 that says no a lot. You are someone that is trying to live in an abundance, prosperous mindset, but you are saying no to too many things. Your spirit's asking you to say yes more to yourself. And that could just be mean making more time for yourself. That could be reaching your goals, actually climbing your career ladder, actually practicing your skill set. It could be saying yes to more discipline. It could be saying yes to eating more at home, right? It doesn't have to mean yes to eating outside, yes to spending your money. It doesn't have to be anything material. I'm seeing a lot of esoteric ethereal energy. Yes to meditation, yes to connecting to your higher self, yes to connecting to your angels, yes to unconditional love is what I'm hearing. So let's see what other tarot cards. I'm excited for this. I'm seeing the solar eclipse had big wave on you. You had a lot of energy and enlightenment on your side during this recent solar eclipse. It was around December 14th, 12th, 11th. There was a recent solar eclipse around that time. So around that time you may have felt an energetic shift, whether it was fatigue or headaches, or there's certain things in your body that you were feeling. These are all things that are happening because your DNA, your codes are changing. You're really treating yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, you're aligning it. and it's changing the way you react to certain ingredients, places, people, and things. And it's important for you to pay attention to your body and the algorithm that it is creating. I'm feeling like you're very connected to the sun is what I'm hearing. So let's see what tarot cards we have for you, pile number 5. We have the 5 of Pentacles and the Chariot. And the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the Moon. So we have some balance there. With the 5 of Pentacles, I am seeing like you had to say yes to moving away from a certain situation or place, or even work situation. You chose to focus more on yourself. If this place was not valuing your time or your energy, then you really took things into your own hands with the Chariot, and you moved forward. You moved forward through grace. And you may even be related to pile number 2, because pile number 2 was all about walking away from somebody. So I'm not going to focus too much on that, but if you are interested in hearing a message about that, you can listen to pile number 4. But with the 5 of Pentacles, it is about walking away from a person, place, or situation. But what I am more so feeling from you is a very spiritual energy. And I'm feeling like you may have had to abandon certain orthodox beliefs that were a part of your family, and you had to really, you felt like the black sheep of the family is what I'm hearing, and you really had to break away from ancestral patterns is what I'm hearing. It's not even trauma, it's just patterns. You know, he may look like he is in pain, right? And he looks old, and he looks like he can't do things for himself. And it's important for you not to absorb the energy of your peers. If people around you are sick or hurt or injured, it's important to have empathy for them, but it's important to also separate yourself and recognize that you can not sacrifice yourself for any I mean, if you're a doula, if you are someone who is helping others, then it's okay to take care of them. What I'm saying is not okay to sacrifice your dignity for any one place or thing. So make sure that you are holding on to your dignity. With this Chariot energy, it represents Cancer, which is, you know, if you see the new moons on his shoulders, could be a significant time for you, your higher self wants to mention. But the Chariot represents Cancer. And they are very responsible signs. They are the mother of all signs. So you may have felt abandoned by your mother. There may have been some sort of just with someone in your life, or divine or feminine counterpart, abandoned by them. And it's important for you to recognize the strength and power you got by doing this, by saying yes to yourself, by not being a victim, by allowing yourself to be a survivor, and recognize that you are not only a survivor but a creator, and you are moving things forward, and you are accepting the duality with this black and white, and you are finding that middle ground, which is that gray area. So let's see what other tarot cards we have in relation to this message. We have the Knight of Wands, Temperance, and 6. So what I am seeing with this Knight of Wands energy, your higher self wants to let you know that all the fighting is in the past. It's okay to accept peace now. With this 6 of Swords, you left something for something greater. And it's important for you to recognize that certain things didn't work out in your childhood because they weren't meant to. You are this character, this Chariot, you are this knight, you are this charming, cunning, intelligent person because you had to build your character on your own. And, you know, other people have the influence of parents or the influence of partners or whatever in their life. But you have to recognize that a lot of this influence is holding back their self-expression when they are in codependent relationships, because some of these can become codependent relationships, or for people that jump from relationship to relationship. I see you as someone who has had to take time of reflection for yourself with that Six of Swords. In spirit, your spirit guides are letting you know not to see it as a negative thing and allow it to be a tool, because it is. You are able to express yourself better because you've had all this time alone. You're able to be more of yourself because you've had time to yourself. And it's important for you to recognize the balance and duality of things and not to indulge on anything too much with that temperance. It's telling you to be patient and to not be too frugal with your energy, time, and things, and really make sure that you are cutting cords with whatever attachments you have. Continue to say yes to your commitments is what I'm hearing. This is some energy from the constellations, from the stars. We have Aura coming through, which is the stellar version of the altars that ancient Greeks and Romans used to make sacrifices to the gods. According to one tradition, Ara, pointed in the Milky Way, is the celestial altar the Olympic gods created in the course of battling and defeating the primeval titans. The haze and Milky Way represented smoke rising from burning incense. Ara, also seen as altar to of the earth's wisest creature, Chiron the centaur, who taught humankind how to create order by forming stars into constellations. So what I am feeling like, you're someone who's actually really connected to your sacred altar. You may have been using this time to really cleanse and clear your space with incense, and your spirit guides are telling you to continue to make time to set intentions with your altars and use it as a tool, and to focus and pay attention to it and make sure that you are keeping it organized, because you're entering a new year. So it's important for you to see if what you have on there is still necessary, is what I'm hearing. And with Chiron the centaur coming through, I want to mention temperance does represent Sagittarius. So we have Cancer and Sagittarius coming through. And it's just letting you know those could be significant seasons for you. So recognize Cancer season is in the summertime. So you are being encouraged to continue to find stability during the meantime. That's what you're meant to do in the meantime, is find stability and grounding and allow yourself to learn these lessons as blessings. So we have Este Santelli. Este Santelhi, all about transformation. And I believe she's the goddess of fertility, letting you know that the transformation that you've gone through has really created a stronger voice. I'm seeing all this blue energy on her necklace in the background, on the curtains, and even in his shirt. Whatever in the past made you feel like you were not good enough or like you were incapable, you transcended, you transformed, you rose like the phoenix, and you were able to use it as a power, as a tool to recognize that you will not bring a child or a person or a thing into this world unless you are going to take care of them, or just there's certain things about you that you are very committed to finishing what you start. And that's because you have recognized that you don't want to abandon anything or anyone. And it's important to continue to say yes to your commitments, is what I'm hearing, because that's a value for you. And when you are listening to your values, that's when you are connecting to your path, connecting to your soul, connecting to your true dreams and desires. So continue to say yes. This is the direction that your spirit guides, your angels want to let you know, is to follow your inner compass, your inner guide. 5 does represent Leo season. So around Leo Cancer season, you're going to receive a lot of direction. There could be an adventure, a birthday, or significant time that's going to happen around the summer. So know that you are, none of this would have happened the way it did. None of the blessings or the people that you've met or the experiences that you've had would have happened unless everything happens for a reason, and everything in your life happened for the reason for you to meet all the people, places, and things that you have. And it's important for you to not let whatever noise of your past block you from moving on in your future. You are the master to your universe, and you hold the compass to your world. So you can choose what direction you're going, because nobody is the puppeteer. You are the master. Nobody is holding chains or controlling you. You are someone who's very ruled by freedom. And you have that. You have that freedom and that liberty to go in whatever direction you want. So continue to say yes to yourself, and make sure you are coming from a place of logic and balance is what I'm hearing. We have Starman coming through with the ring that won't want to come off. So I don't know his exact name. He's one of the superheroes in SpongeBob. And we have this purple ring coming through. And we'll pull another one just to see what we have here. We have Oogie Boogie. So yeah, I'm feeling like you may struggle with nightmares. I feel like there was a marriage in your life or a divorce in your life that really traumatized you on what life is about. And it's important for you to formulate your own opinions and your own ideas. It's okay to practice optimism and idealism, because in your childhood you didn't, maybe that was a joke that was laughed upon, or that just wasn't something that you understood or were shown. And it's important for you to find that altar, that sacred space is what I'm hearing within yourself, so that you can connect to whatever gods, whatever source, whatever universe you want to believe in. It's important for you to practice that spiritual connection and clean out your closet, clean out what no longer aligns to you, and make sure that you are recognizing that you are a fragile, delicate piece of, I'm seeing like marble, which is also reminding me of Tupperware or like glassware. Anyways, I feel like having tea, taking time to really rest is going to be important for your connection to your higher self, as well as if you want to connect with your altar, lighting candles, lighting incense, and just taking time to focus on yourself so that you can follow the direction that your inner compass wants to go. You are not coming from a place of fear, of escape, of abandonment. You're coming from a place of love, excitement, and charisma. That's how you know that's the direction you need to go. And make sure that you are not acting out of impulse. You're taking 6 days, 6 hours, 6 days, 6 hours, 6 months. Okay, 6 days before going on any trip, 6 hours before making any purchase, and 6 months before making any big investments is what I'm hearing for you, pile number 5. So continue to say yes to yourself. Make sure you're being calculated about it. Thank you so much for tuning in, pile number 5. Please like, comment, or subscribe if any of that resonated with you. Your last card is actually 5. I thought that was interesting. So whatever changes that are happening around you, adapt to them, say yes to yourself, and continue to focus on that radical honesty with that blue triangle is coming through. You are someone who is looking at your past with that mind's eye, with that radical honesty, and it's going to help this transformational process happen. All right, pile number 5, I'm done. You can always book me for a personal reading. Anyways, I don't know if I said it, like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care.